Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the B-League 2022-23 season tip-off conference. I would like to thank you for taking your time today. I'm your host, Chris Sasaki. I've been working in partnership with the league as their official basketball analyst on national television and calling the games since 2017. I am very happy to explain to you about the upcoming new season and what to look forward to. But before I deliver my presentation, here's a message from B-League Chairman.
Hello everyone. This is Shinji Shimada, Chairman of the League. Thank you for joining the B-League Tip-Off Conference today. I hope you will know more about the B-League, about to get excited even more for upcoming season through this Tip-Off Conference. 今日は B リーグから2つお話をさせていただきたいと思います。まず将来構想という2026年に B リーグの大きな改革を行うという話です。今 B1、B2、B3 と3カテゴリーでリーグ戦を行っておりますが、競技力に応じて昇降格、下位チームは下部に落ち、上位チームは上のカテゴリーに上がるというようなシステムを組んでいます。このシステムから2026年より事業力、ビジネスの力によってカテゴリーを分けるというようなシステムに変えてきます。その要件としては、事業規模、売上高、お客様の会場への入場者数、そして、最新鋭のアリーナを試合で運営できるかどうかという条件で、そのレベルに応じてカテゴリーを区分けするというような状況です。当然、上のカテゴリーについては日本のみならずアジア、そして海外で通用するような選手、そしてクラブを配置することを目指しております。これによって今まで競技にフォーカスのみしてたリーグからビジネスとしてもっともっとスケールできるようなビジネスモデルに転換していきたいというのが我々の狙いです。そしてもう一つはアジア戦略です。アジア戦略については2年前からアジア特別枠ということでアジア5カ国フィリピン、中国、韓国、そしてチャイニーズ台北、そしてインドネシアの5カ国の選手を我々のリーグとしてお迎えできる状況を整えました。それ以来多くの選手が日本でプレーをしています。こういう方向性に2年前に変えたのは、まずは日本の選手たちのレベルの向上ですね。常にアジアでナショナルチームが予選を戦う上で多くの選手たちとプレーをしていくと、いわゆるアジアの選手の特性にアジャストしていくということが一つ。もう一つはアジアのビジネスですね。 B リーグとしてのビジネス、選手の交流が盛んになることによって日本企業の進出企業のサポートであるとか各国の企業が日本のリーグに支援をするであるとか、そういったビジネスの要素も加味してこのようなシステムを採用しています。我々 B リーグ2026年開幕してちょうど10年目の節目のタイミングで大きな改革を行うということと、引き続きアジア、そして世界に少しずつ開かれたリーグを目指して競技力、そしてビジネスとしてもスケールをアップしていきたいというふうに考えております。
All right, thank you, Chairman. And before we get into the exciting part, talking about players and teams, allow me to explain the Asian players quotas a little bit more and the B-League regulations. The B-League has implemented the Asian players quota from the 2020-21 season. It was a breath of fresh air when 30 declared to join the league. He opened the doors for many others to follow, and we saw a big increase in players from the Asia Pacific. Even now, the majority of foreign players are power forwards or centers in this league, and having more guards and wing players from overseas by having the Asian players has proven very beneficial for the competition after 2 seasons. To understand the benefits, it's important to understand the B-League's roster structure. Each B-League teams are eligible to sign 3 foreign players to the roster and play 2 on the court at all time. But the Asian players do not apply to this. Every team is allowed to sign 1 nationalized player or a player under the Asian quotas. The Asian players are allowed to play along 2 foreign players on the court at all time, thus giving the team with the best Asian player a competitive advantage. All right, let's take a look at the teams. The B1 division has 24 teams across Japan and is divided into 3 conferences: the Eastern Conference, the Central Conference, and the Western Conference. With each conference having their own powerhouses, the regular season should be very fun and exciting to watch. Historically, the championship finals has been dominated by 4 teams: Arbark Tokyo, Utsunomiya Brex, Chiba Jets, and the Kawasaki Brave Thunders. Also, the Ryukyu Golden Kings made the finals last season for the very first time in franchise history. There are no way going around these teams to win the champion ring. Every game against these teams during the regular season will be a great test to measure your favorite team's strengths. Let me explain to you about the championship playoffs. During the regular season, each teams play 60 games. Only 8 teams out of the 24 teams are advancing to the championship playoffs. 2 teams with the best winning record from each conferences, 2 more teams with the best winning record other than the 6 that already advanced as a wild card team. And the championship tournament has 3 rounds to decide a champion. Each round will be decided in a best of 3 format. All right, so now that the regulation and the teams are explained, let me give you a few teams to look out for. First, I would like to mention Nagoya Diamond Dolphins and Ray Parker Jr. They have a legit chance of making and advancing to the playoffs. Anything less than a playoff appearance will be a failure in my eyes. They have a very diverse lineup, and Ray Parker Jr. is one of the key assets to the team. He was a great fit running up and down the court, playing hard-nosed defense last season. This season, he was also playing a little point guard in the preseason games when one of the main point guards on the team didn't play. Nagoya rolled out the NBA-esque lineup with all wings and ball-handling bigs in the preseason. If they are to try to use this during the season, it is something to look out for. Ray's playmaking will be the most important for Nagoya to actually use this lineup. And of course, he has a key role in more conventional lineup as well. I have high hopes for Nagoya and Ray. Next up, let me introduce you the Hiroshima Dragonflies. They finished with a winning record of 509 last season and aspires to win the West Conference, advancing to the championship tournament. They acquired Dwayne Evans last season All B-League first team from the Golden Kings, a massive off-season upgrade. And Justin Baltazar has chosen the Dragonflies to start his professional career. It may be one of the most important acquisitions in the league if Balti can help the team improve their much-needed defense with his size of 207 centimeters and mobility to play both small forward and the power forward. Depending on how fast he fits into his team, the Dragonflies could make some serious noise. The next team I would like to talk about is the Shiga Lakes. Kiefer is going to be part of one of the most dynamic backcourts within the league with borderline national team player Kai Tabes. Kiefer had one of the best PER compared to other nationalized players and Asia quota players last season. This is a very difficult thing if you ask me. He's only 183 and a point guard, shooting guard. But he was one of the best playmakers last season. The Lakes had added other imports that are serious vets in Europe. Kiefer would have a better pick and roll partner on the court at all time should reduce his turnovers and increase his pick and roll points per possession. He is a sure difference maker in my eyes. The team struggled last season for sure, but I'm very excited about the upcoming season for him, and I think fans will not be disappointed. Now moving on, 30 and the Neo Phoenix. Phoenix might be the most known B-League team in the Philippines by now. I'm excited and interested in how newly assigned head coach Atsushi Ono would utilize 30. Ono is known for his fast-paced offense and great strategies, but also a great defensive coach. 30's athleticism would be a great fit. They would be a team to look out for. Foreign point guard, a former NBA player in Collinsworth, leading a team on the court, one of the best shooters Japan has to offer, Kosuke Kanemaru. This team should be dangerous. 30 himself didn't have the best season last year, but his performance this season is going to be something to look out for. All right, moving on. Dwight Lamos and Levanga Hokkaido. Dwight spent an unfortunate season last year, but Dwight has the potential to be the best Filipino in the B-League. Has intangibles to contribute to winning, capable to making winning plays that don't necessarily show on the stat sheet. Great on-ball and team defender, and a great rebounder. He fits Hokkaido's needs to play better, tougher D and increase their transition offense. He is most definitely perfect for this. All right, moving on. These are the others in the league. For Kyoto Hanaris, there's Mashu Wright. For Ryukyu Golden Kings, they added Jay Washington. On Akita Northern Happiness, there's Wan Weija. And also defending champ Utsunomiya Brex added Yan Jaemin from South Korea this season. Last but not least, from Indonesia, Brandon Jawato and the Seahorse Mikawa. Brandon wasn't able to find a role on last year's champion team Brex, but his athleticism and open court feel to the game should match well with the young core of the Seahorse. If Brandon could be a great running mate with two national team members, Yudai Nishida and Koki Schaefer, it makes it that much closer to making the championship playoffs. So please look out for Jawato's performance this season as well. All right, I went through the B1 division. Let's move on to B2. In the B2 division, there are 14 clubs around Japan. It's also important to know two Filipino players on two B2 powerhouses, Altili Chiba and the Nagasaki Velka. They have suddenly emerged from the B3 behind great financial backings. These two are clear championship contenders in the B-League and will be viewed as a failure if they fall short to advancing to the B1 League by the end of this season. That puts major pressure on Kobe Paras and Jordan Heading playing for their respected team. Kobe, a dynamic wing with major athletic ability, should shine under former Boomers head coach Lemanis' flow system. And also Jordan Heading, giving Velka a good option at the two guard. Having great big man and point guard already, if Heading should perform the way he should, the B2 trophy is theirs to grab.
Hi, I'm Dwight Ramos, Levanga Hokkaido #2. My goal for this season is to help our team reach the playoffs this year and hopefully make a run for the championship. And I hope the fans can watch every game. I'm going to try and bring my strong defense and effort every game, so look out for that.
Hi, I'm Brandon Jawato, #13 for the Seahorses Mikawa. And this year, I want to play with lots of passion, energy, be the best teammate I can be, and win a championship. And this year, our slogan is Tokanate, which means unleash, And I feel that it's very important. Come game time, come practice time, we always unleash the beast within ourselves and within our team and continue to work hard and win every day. Matane, thank you.
Okay. Minasan konnichiwa. Salila Vinades Neo Phoenix Central. I just want to ask for your support to all the Neo Phoenix boosters for this upcoming season. B-League 2022 to 2023 season. It's going to be a great season for us. A lot of additions in the coaching staff and the players coming in, so we're going to work our hardest. We're going to do our best every single game for the people who are supporting our team, for each and every single one of you guys. So we hope you continue your support this season, and we're going to do our best. Arigatou gozaimasu.
Hey guys, this is Bobby Ray Parks Jr. of the Nagoya Diamond Dolphins. I'm definitely looking forward for this season, so everybody should be looking out for us trying to push the tempo on offense and also trying to pressure up on defense. Definitely excited to see you guys out there, and those are the things that we try to build ourselves upon, which is our defensive character, and hopefully you get to see that in the way we play. So you guys take care. Looking forward to the season. See you guys soon.
Hi, I'm Matthew Wright, guard number 7 for the Kyoto Henares. And my goal for this year is to every day improve in practice, push my teammates, stay healthy, and to help be a part of building a winning culture here in Kyoto. And the goal that I'm eager to accomplish this year is to develop a true fan base in the city of Kyoto, make the fans excited to come watch basketball. And a personal goal for me is to play all 60 games and to have a healthy season.
Hi guys, this is Kiefer Avena of the Shiga Lakes. I'm very much excited to be back once again with my Lakes family. A lot of things to really look forward to, playing with our philosophy, with passion, energy, and hopefully all the Shiga Lakes boosters will be very excited to watch us play at home, support us when we're playing away, and we're just, taking it a game at a time and improve every single day to get our goal, to winning as many games as we can to compete for the playoffs. We have a bunch of great guys, a lot of young talent, a lot of experienced talent, a good mix of youth and experience. So hopefully we can bring that all together on the court and play our best this coming season for each and everybody in this team, for the management, the organization, and most especially for the boosters that keep on supporting us, win or lose. Thank you very much.
My goal is to get into the playoffs, and I give my best for the team. I'm trying to help the team. So, and for now, this team is like a solid team. We are a brotherhood, and so I'm focusing for this season is defense and rebound.
What's up guys, Kobe Paras here from Altieri Chiba. I'm very excited to be here and I can't wait for this season to start. I'm just looking forward to making great memories with my coaches, my teammates, and hopefully we might get the championship for Chiba. So I'll see you guys on the court soon.
Nagasaki Velka, Jordan Heading. Our aspirations for this season is to win the B2 championship and to move on to B1 next year. That's our goal.
All right. I hope you felt the excitement for the new season from our players from Asia. hope it's going to be a very fun and prosperous season for all of the players. And now let's move on to our broadcasting schedule for the 2022-23. Broadcasting schedule will be like this: live streaming on YouTube Live. There will be English commentary. Let's look at the calendar. There are some few basketballs on the calendar. The red balls will be live streaming. The blue balls mostly on Sundays. This shows that there will be post-game pressers. The schedule, let's move on to November and December. There are a few dates, one date, a Tuesday on the 8th of November, that there's also a post-game presser. Also, the schedule is set through December, but please wait for the new calendar year of 2023. We might adjust the broadcasting schedule according to how the season is going and what kind of matchups there are. Let's look at the key matchups for 2022. On October 9th, Cyan and Hokkaido 30 and Dwight. Yes, October 22nd, the Chiba Jets and Shiga Lakes. Kiefer has played Yuki Togashi on the national level a couple times. It should be a great game to watch with two of the best guards in Asia going against each other. Also, October 26th, Kyoto Matthew Wright and Nagoya Ray Parks Jr. Nagoya has high hopes for this season. Kyoto is still developing a young core, but Matthew's experience should help the team vastly. Also, from the B2, November 12th and 13th, Altili Chiba and Nagasaki Velka, they are going up against each other. This should be a huge litmus test for both teams because, of course, they want to advance, but also win the B2 league. So early on in the schedule, this is mostly games that you want to circle on your calendar. Also, November 26th, let's see how early Balti can fit into Hiroshima Dragonflies team's system. Hiroshima and Seahorse Mikawa, I'm sure they're both going to be competing against a championship run to get into the playoffs. Let's see how much Jawato can contribute to a playoff team. But every game is crucial. Even though there's 60 games, some of the games early on in the schedules could be a deciding factor. Last season, in the very end of the season, it was only divided by one game to make the playoffs or not. So every game, I encourage you to watch every game. December 2nd, Hokkaido and Shiga, Dwight going against Kiefer, fellow Filipino matchup. I'm sure by this time, Dwight would have a huge role in Hokkaido. Hokkaido didn't have a nationalized player or an Asian quota player last season. So it's a massive upgrade just by having him. But Dwight, I have very high hopes for. And December 14th, another Western Conference rivalry, maybe. Some Nagoya going against Hiroshima. This should be another exciting matchup. I like it. Lots of early Balti Hiroshima games. Let's see how he starts out his professional career. And also moving on, December 25th, the Christmas game. On Christmas, the Ryukyu Golden Kings and Lebanga Hokkaido are playing. This should be another exciting game. Jay Washington. Ryukyu has high aspiration going back to the finals. So, you know, if this is a game you want to watch, they have strong hopes for making the playoffs and finals again. So please look out for the Ryukyu Golden Kings as well. All right. I'm sure the players will come into the Zoom session by then. And once we start the Q&A with the players, or even earlier, please submit any questions if you have into the chat box. Okay. I think our players are ready. So let's go into our virtual player mix zone with the Q&A. First of all, I'd like to welcome Dwight in 30 and Ray. Thank you guys for taking your time.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, let's jump right in. We have a question first of all from J.R. Isaga from the Rappler Sports. This question is for 30. There are now 12 Filipino players in the B League for this season after you started the movement 2 years ago. How happy are you that Filipino players and fans have sustained their interest in the B League? And where do you see this expansion going in the next few years?
Well, of course, I'm very happy that I got my Filipino brothers here with me in Japan right now, and everybody could see how great of a league B-League is. Just want to say thank you for the league. Thank you to the league for accepting us, Filipinos and other Asian countries out here. And yeah, hoping for, more Filipinos to come whichever path they may choose. Just know that, Japan's always a nice place to be, and the league is, always evolving, always looking for ways on how to develop not just the players, but the league and make it stronger and stronger each and every single year. So I'm very happy about that.
Maybe Dwight and Ray, you guys can chime in. What do you guys feel like this momentum moving forward? Did you ask any questions to 30 before you guys came? Dwight?
Yeah, definitely. When I first came, I asked him, how's Japan, how's the league and everything, because I was coming from college, so he just came from college, and it's kind of like I wanted to ask him his first year experience and see how it was before I came.
How about you, Ray? What was the communication like?
For me, I know being in a different country is going to be an adjustment, and since 30 was there for a year already, I wanted to just wrap my head around like the whole idea about playing abroad and playing in Japan. And I definitely had a lot of questions, and 30 was there to answer every single one of them. So I truly appreciate him for that.
True that. Ray, what do you feel like the competition in the B League after playing one season?
That's definitely great competition. Not only just with the imports, but with the locals also, and the style of play. It's very fast paced, and as you can see, like they play at a high level. So I'm just glad to be part of such a prestigious and great league, and at the same time proud to represent my country in it.
I hear you. How about you, Dwight? What have you learned about the Japanese style and stuff?
Well, just from asking older players, like a lot of them say that years ago and to now, like the league just keeps getting better and stronger. Like not only the imports are getting better, but also the Japanese players are getting better. So, I mean, I think that just goes to show how the league's improving, and also basketball here in Japan is improving also.
I hear you. Okay. Let's move on to our next question. 30, you have a new head coach. Your team has vastly changed. Could you talk to what the preparation is like and how the team is going up until now?
Well, coming in from the Philippines, when I got here, it was a totally different environment with the new change of coaching staff and the new change in players as well. It felt like I was in a different team, to be honest, but they accepted me like family from day one. The club has always been there, been behind my back to support me. And yeah, I mean, as soon as I got here, even before I got here, they were already showing me the ropes and showing me what the team has been doing. I always watch practice through our app, which they put in practices every day. So I kind of was able to see what it's like to be in practice even before coming here, and it was easier for me to fit in the team. Coach Ono is such a great coach. I respect him. He's one of the most respected coaches out here in Japan, and I see why. And I was very excited with the players that are on the team as well. My teammates, such great players and such great characters, and the coaching staff as well. So we're just working our hardest, trying to reach the best level that we can right before the season starts, and hopefully as the season progresses.
Right, with the new team and new coaching staff, I'm sure a lot of fans back home are expecting you guys to make some big noise. Thank you, sir. Dwight, you also changed team to Leibanga Hokkaido. Could you explain the reason behind it as much as you can, and how comfortable are you with the new team?
Well, definitely. There's a couple of times I came to Sapporo and I really liked the city. That was one thing. Another thing, I was talking with the GM and the coaches here, and you know, they said they really wanted me here. They said all the things that part of my game that they wanted to be a part of their team. So I was really happy to join and bring what I could bring to the team. And so we're really excited. We have really good imports, really good Japanese players this year. So hopefully we can make a run this year.
For sure. Are you ready for the snow season?
Last year I wasn't ready, but this year I came prepared. I got enough jackets.
That's good. Not just the jackets, you'll be needing lots of snow shovels.
I already know. No.
Cool. And Ray, it's your second season with the Diamond Dolphins. Unfortunately, your team had to go through some protocols last season in the playoffs, some players missing because due to injuries. I'm sure you guys have high hopes going into the season. Even last season, some of the people were thinking like you guys will kind of knock off some of the powerhouses in the B League. Could you explain a little bit how the off season has been going and how the team has been developing so far?
The team has been doing well. We was able to get here earlier than we did last year, and you know, that definitely helps a lot. I feel like keeping most of our key players together was huge. And moving forward to this season, all we can do is learn from last season and continue to grow. Yeah, we fell short of the goal of what we wanted to do, but for a team that's just been put together for the first year, we did a lot, and we want to continue growing as we continue to grow for the season and to learn to play with one another. I feel that learning the system was huge for us, and the style of play that we had to really switch things up. It's important to stay healthy in the B League throughout a long season, so we're doing a lot of like recovery stuff for that too, to make sure that, you know, we can go to win.
Right, it's a long season, 60 games in the regular season, then 3 rounds of best of 3. I know it's taxing. Ray, also you were playing a little bit of point guard and playmaking. Is that something you focused for this season?
Yeah, so this season we're trying to switch things up, and it's just we have a flexible offense. We want to put different people in different positions and try to play big ball at times. I mean, we have a talented point guard in Takumi, and all we can do is just really try to back him up and just give him a break every now and then, just to give teams different looks. So yeah, I'll be more on the ball this year, and I'm excited to take that role. Whatever the team needs me to do, I'll definitely do it.
Right, you guys have a very diverse lineup. I'm excited to see you guys on court.
Right.
Dwight, how about you? Is there something you want to work on this season, something you want to showcase that you might feel like you weren't fully display last season going into this season?
Yeah, definitely. I was working on a lot of things in the off season with the national team. I'm able to work on those things too. So just getting better every year and just showing what I can do and helping the team win, really. That's really my main thing. I'll do whatever is needed to win. So
your defense and rebounding is most needed at Hokkaido, I believe.
Yeah, yep. I'll take a lot of pride in defense, and rebounding is just, you know, all effort. So
Sergey, I see you nodding.
I really believe that too.
Right. How about you, 30? What's your role gonna be like since the coach changed and everything? What are the things that you are gonna kind of showcase for us this season?
Well, Coach Ono has been emphasizing a lot on defense, especially the schemes that we've had
it's kind of different from what the norm is with the players and how basketball is usually played. So just trying to adjust to that right in time for the season, and also just to provide energy. Coach Fidi feels that I have an advantage physically, so he wants me to try and make the most out of that by trying to get rebounds, trying to play defense against the bigger guys, and whoever he asks me to play defense on, just run the lanes and just try to penetrate, which is, what I feel like what I could bring to the team, especially with the people that we have inside the court. Like, we have shooters like Kosuke, just always ready to spot up. So it's easier for me to drive with the space a little bit wider because the defense is focusing on him. So things like that. So I'm just trying to provide energy to the team, and just like what Dwight said, do whatever it takes to win.
Most definitely, most definitely. Thank you guys for joining us. I know you guys had a very busy schedule. We only have a few more, like just 1 minute. I'm hoping there will be more Filipino people coming over to Japan, Tokyo, wherever you guys play. Is there a good word to know in Japanese for all your fans back home in Japanese? Could you each say something in Japanese?
Ganbatte.
Ganbatte, go for it. Yes.
Mine's probably sugoi.
Sugoi.
Yeah,
wow.
sugoi.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Dwight?
Mine's sayonara.
Sayonara.
Oh,
great transition.
I love it.
Wow.
I love it.
All right, sayonara to three of you. Amazing. Appreciate your time.
Sayonara. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks for having us. Nice seeing you again, Chris.
Yep, you too. All right, once again, it's your host, Chris Sasaki. Let's jump right in and kick off our second group chat with our players. Thank you guys for joining us. Kiefer, Matthew, Justin, just kick off this question from Philip Mattel from Spin. This question is for Matthew. This will be your first year in Japan. How do you think it would differ from your previous stops? And what do you expect?
I guess the main difference between the Japanese style of basketball is probably the speed. The speed and the intensity is very high over here. Every team, most of the guards, they pick up full court. It's like they move like 100 miles an hour almost. So the intensity is definitely higher. And this league is a little bit more reliant on imports than the other leagues that I've played in. But I'm expecting it to, like I said, it's a high intensity league. Nothing really too different from what I'm used to. The skill level in Japan is also very high too, in terms of the guards and being able to shoot the ball and create and play defense.
Thanks, Matthew. So intensity and speed, huh? That's very, very kind of encouraging for the Japanese players, but also very curious to see how you fit in the leadership role as well, because you'll be running the point on the team. Thank you so much. Balti, you're also playing your first year in the B League. What's your expectations and what's your impression so far on this league?
This is my first pro basketball because I'm from playing college and playing for pro. So I'm more adjusting, and this team from B League, very there's a lot of the strong team, so I need to more more to improve because this the team in the league more physicality.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I see. And you need to bring that defensive aspect and rebounding aspect. I am sure Dragonflies have huge aspirations when they acquired Dwayne Evans and you, and it should be an exciting season. Thanks, Balti. Also, we have a question from Camille Nerado from ABS-CBN News. This is for Kiefer. You have been given a leadership responsibility with Shiga as a team's game captain. How have you been preparing to fulfill this role, and does this add more pressure for you in your second season with the team?
I'm very grateful that I was able to get that leadership role here in Shiga as being the game captain. But for me, I think I still have 11 other guys who are capable leaders on and off the court, and I just have to make sure that everybody's on the same page as a game captain, where that's the most important part of this whole situation. You have to be in the same page, playing, having the right mindset and playing with the same philosophy, whether the other team is adjusting or not. You have to always go to that direction, and I guess that's my job. There's added pressure to it, but as I've said, I have other teammates who are capable leaders as well. They might see things that I can't on the court, and as a family, we're open to everything, criticism. If you don't do something right, you'll hear it from somebody. If you get something correctly, you'll get the right credit that you deserve. So I guess that's how a great team works, and that's what we want to be this coming season, especially. We want to improve our finish from last year, and now that I feel like we have a more experienced team than last year, we can achieve the goals that we set for this coming B-League season.
Thank you. Everybody in Japan, we all know that you're all heart to begin with. Even though it was a very tough season last year, you always gave your 100% passion on the court. It's going to be very exciting with the new imports and having Kai Taves with your backcourt teammate. What's your impression on Kai Taves, the point guard? So far?
I mean, he's a good kid. He's gonna learn a lot with Luis. A different brand of basketball that can help his career, just like how it was able to help mine last year as a rookie here in the B-League. He's a young player with a lot of potential, and we're going to maximize his potential, and he's going to turn out to be a good player here in the B-League, and hopefully for Japan's national team in the future. So, we have very high aspirations for Kai. Hopefully he just stays healthy, and he's going to be a big part of what we're trying to achieve this season.
Right, definitely. It's going to be a dynamic backcourt, definitely a backcourt to look out for. Thank you, Kiefer. Matthew, I want to go back to you. What was the deciding factor to choose the B-League to play? And it's also very rare, still very rare to have a point guard in this league that's outside of Japan. What are the matchups that are you looking forward to?
Well, I mean, I wasn't really a point guard. That's just something that coach and the coaching staff has decided to change my role this year a little bit, just to maximize offensively, our talent that we have. But to answer your first question, my deciding factor was probably Coach Roy, the signing of Coach Roy. As you guys know, him and I have gone way back since high school. He used to train me back in Toronto. So I've watched him in his coaching career basically win at every level, from high school, college to professional. He's found a way to put together great teams, and he has that championship pedigree. which is something that I also, want to be a part of. Being in the Philippines, playing for Phoenix for the last 6 years, we've had a lot of ups and downs, and I felt like it was time for me to make a change in atmosphere, change in scenery, change in just environment. And I felt like the B League is on its way up. It's definitely a rising league in Asia. Basketball is starting to grow a lot more in this country, with the additions of a few NBA players who are Japanese. So you can see that basketball is definitely on the rise here, and I just wanted to be a part of it.
Cool. You do have a former NBA player playing with you, Sheck Diallo. Your pick and roll partnership, you guys' chemistry should be exciting, right?
No, definitely. He's been great. Like you said, he's very good in the pick and roll. And we also have another former NBA player in Jared Uthoff, who's the exact opposite of that, who's a pick and pop 3-man. So we feel like we can put teams in a lot of in a bind. They have to guard all three of us at the same time. So I think we have a very good system going for us right now.
For sure. Kyoto really struggled in the pick and roll game last season. So I guess that has also influenced the coach to be the point guard and playmaker this season. So I'm really looking forward to seeing you on the court. Balti, can I ask you, have you asked your fellow Filipinos before deciding to come to Japan? And what was the questions that you asked?
No, I decided to play here in Japan because this is my dream. Dream to play here, experience. So,
did you talk to Kiefer or did you talk to 30 before coming to Japan? What did they say?
They say Kiefer said this is the good opportunity to play here in Japan. So you try.
Yeah, we talked about it before when we were in the national team.
Yeah.
And he just came from college, and again I was just looking out for him, giving him the ropes over here. Matthew's old, so he didn't need it. So with Justin, it was really more of giving an advice that will make him and his family have a better opportunity in the future. He has his family over here, which is awesome. He still gets to be with his kids and his wife. So, that's basically what I said and probably what 30 said before as well.
Cool. So I guess even though you guys are on a different team, you're going to still be like a mentor to him.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Just except Matthew.
All right. Thank you, guys. Matthew, have you learned any Japanese yet?
Very little. I'm still in the process of learning. It's a tough language. And I'm more trying to focus on the key phrases, But I've asked a few of my teammates just to teach me some trash talk in Japanese.
And the first thing he learned was "give me the ball" in Japanese.
You're not too far off, actually.
Well, thank you so much, guys. Thank you for your time. I hope you guys have a great season.
Thank you.
I'll see you at the games. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you so much to Kiefer, Matthew, and Justin. Let's move on to our third group session. First of all, my name is Chris Sasaki. Great to see you guys. Thank you for taking your time.
Hey, how you doing?
Hello. Great. I'll be coordinating the Q&A. And I know there's only limited time, so I want to just jump right in. I have a question from Philip. This is for Greg. This will be your first year in Japan. How do you think it will differ from your previous stops, and what do you expect?
I'm expecting a competitive league. It'll be really fun being on the road playing games. I'm just expecting a lot of things, meeting my new teammates, just seeing a lot of different places in Japan, and meeting all the fans that are going to come out to the games.
Right. The Japanese fans should be hyped for the new season. Excited to have you. It should be a great season for your team. I'm really looking forward to that. Also, about the competition, maybe just Kobe, you can touch on it a little bit. You have already experienced playing in the B1. How different do you expect B2 to be now that you got the experience?
First, I just want to say what's up to everyone. Hope you guys are having a good evening. I think B1 is just different because Japanese basketball in general is just such a fast pace. So that was kind of one of the difficulties I've had, which is trying to learn the pace and trying to understand the game in such a fast pace. And I don't think it would be any different for B2. So I'm just expecting the same thing coming in this season.
Right. Your team is almost like championship and bust or bust. Does that add any extra pressure on you?
I mean, those are your opinions, people's opinions. I'm just here so I can provide for myself and my family. I think that's what the other guys are here for. So I think pressure is for the other people out there who, don't have jobs and don't really have a way of living. So I think this is a privilege for me to be playing basketball. And I don't think anyone would agree that there's any pressure. Of course, the team has goals. Everyone has goals. So they want to win the championship. The other imports would say they want to win a championship too. So we all have goals, but I don't think that's pressure for me right now.
I like it. That you're definitely living the dream job. So I appreciate that approach that you have. Also, this goes out for everybody. Let's have Jordan and Roosevelt kind of chime in. Is there a kind of like a promotion system unique to your basketball career? This is from, I don't see the name for who the question is from, but let me reread the question one more time. Is a promotion system unique to your basketball careers, and how do you think the element will drive the competitiveness, not just on the team aspect, but also on a personal point of view? Jordan, can you chime in on that?
I think as far as professionally, it's going to be my first experience with that. But as far as, I played in university in the States, and I played for a Division II school, and then we moved up my senior year to Division I. So had a bit of experience, with changing, I suppose, level of play and adjusting to that as well. So I have a little bit of experience there. But as far as professional leagues, this will be my first experience with that, and looking forward to it. I think it adds a lot of excitement and a lot of just a competitive edge that wouldn't be there if you couldn't be, promoted or relegated.
How do you see the Nagasaki team branding so far?
Yeah, I think everything with the Velka has been really top notch so far. With everything that I've seen, and I've been loving being out here, getting to know all the boys and getting to know the area around Sasebo and Nagasaki. It's been all positive.
Cool. Roosevelt, could you chime in on this a little bit?
At a professional level, I mean, my story is like the same as Jordan, basically, like moving up every level. Say I'm a JUCO product from Cali, so moving from that stage to the next college stage as an NAIA, it's always just going to get higher and higher wherever you go. PBA, and then now Japan. I'm just excited to be here, just like everyone else, just to showcase my skill. And, I'm just stoked.
Yeah, definitely. Greg, how about you?
Yeah, I think the promotion system's really exciting. It gives all the teams something to play for. You know, and like I said, the competition, you know, that increases the competitiveness between the teams, knowing that, what is it, 2 spots will be moving up to the B1 at the end of this.
Yep.
So, you know, there's a goal there other than just a championship, you know, seeing how many teams are in the B1. It's just something for me personally, I think is really exciting to be competing for.
I think your role is to also have foreign import point guard on your team because of the B League regulations. How do you feel like that gives you advantage in the B2 competition?
I've seen a little bit of I think you're talking about Marvell Harris.
Yep.
As our point guard. Yeah, I've seen I haven't got to meet all my teammates yet, but I've seen a little bit of his game, and you know, he looks like he'd be a mismatch for a lot of people anywhere he goes. You know, he's a really big guard, and you know, anytime you get an advantage like that, you look at to take advantage of mismatches. So I wish I could tell you more because I haven't got to play with these guys yet, but I should be getting over there really soon. So I think it'll be a really big advantage for us.
Cool. Definitely something to look out for. Kobe, you're switching teams from Niigata. They were in the B1, but now you're going to LT Lead Chiba. Even though it's a B2 team, has huge financial background. I kind of want to go back to the previous question. Totally different franchise, much more. And it seems like LT Lead is much more visible in the community as well. What's the difference, the biggest difference you felt so far?
The biggest difference is in Niigata, it was in the province. So at least now I'm by the city, by Tokyo. So that's kind of the difference. When you're in the city, there's a lot of people who would be able to watch your games because there's a lot of people around. But when it was in the province, it was just barely people watching games. So I think that was the biggest difference, is the location, basically.
How was it? Did you struggle during the snowy season?
Yeah, it was hard just because I'm from the Philippines and I moved to LA. So I've always been where the sun's at in the city. So that was pretty different, but it was a humbling experience. Learned a lot.
Have you gone to the center of Tokyo and looked around once you moved?
Yeah, I have. Last year when we had like breaks or chance to go to Tokyo, I just took every opportunity since there was no city in Niigata. So now I've been there like twice and probably be there a lot during the season.
Cool. May I ask, Roosevelt, what you're looking forward to do in Japan, and what are the other cities that you would like to see?
Well, my wife, I'm excited to bring myself and my wife. So my wife always wanted to come to Japan. I haven't been back since I was maybe 5 years old. In Okinawa. So, I mean, I'm excited to venture off to maybe Tokyo, obviously, just the sightseeing and stuff like that. So, yeah, big time.
Great. I hope you have time to spend with your wife during the season so she can see as much as she wants. Nice. How about you, Greg? Fukuoka is a great city. Nagasaki, a little bit smaller for you, Jordan, but I guess, Greg, you haven't gotten to Fukuoka yet?
Not yet, but I've heard a lot of good things here. I've actually been talking to a lot of people, and I've met people who've lived there, and they have nothing but great things to say about it. Some people who living in Tokyo even told me if he was living anywhere else, he would want to live in Fukuoka. So I'm really excited to see the place and meet the people.
I understand what he's saying. Fukuoka has one of the best food. If you want noodles, if you want fresh fish, if you like sushi, it's amazing. They have the different styles and stuff like that. I hope you enjoy it, man.
Thank you. I think I will.
Yeah, for sure. Jordan, how about you? Do you like Nagasaki so far?
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of countryside a little bit, and I'm a bit of a country boy myself. Like I don't like to be in cities and all of that so much. So it fits me quite well. We're actually a little bit away from Nagasaki. like center, probably about 45 minutes away. So we're really kind of in the countryside amongst, you know, the mountains and by the beach. So I'm by the beach as much as I can, so it's not so bad at all.
Mm-hmm. There's some very nice beaches with all the small islands over there. Have you tried any Japanese food?
Oh yeah, we got sushi place downstairs. We're there 2 or 3 times a week. We go over to ramen, udon, you know, all the spots. We're getting our favorite restaurants, you know, locked in pretty quickly.
Cool. That's a lot of sushi, man.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, but you, Jordan and Greg, you guys are very close. I hope you guys get to hang out sometimes during the season as well.
For sure.
All right. Guys, thank you for your time. Thank you for answering all the questions. I hope you all have a great season. Hope to see you guys at the game. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Chris.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Thank you
for having me.
All right. That wraps up our group session Q&A with our players. Okay. So thank you so much again. It was a great honor to spend time with you and being the host today. So thank you so much. Hope to see you again. Bye.